Welcome to the latest episode of What Did I Miss? It really should be called What Did We Miss? Because as always, joined by Gabe and Paige. And look, there's going to come a time in the summer where I can't say this, but it was a great sports weekend. Wasn't it?
It was real nice.
I mean, it's like 10, 12 hours of basketball, like hard to do much else. P.S. I heard it snowed somewhere in the country. I am so sorry to whoever that is. Yeah, like Chicago area maybe. But anyways, great weekend of sports. So before we get into the NBA greatness that was, did everyone else have a great weekend?
I
think Paige was with more kids than I was.
I was.
Why?
Yeah, I was on like an Easter tour. It was like, yes, I don't know, just like people had brunches and lunches and all kinds of things. So there's a lot of alcohol and a lot of kids. Oh,
that's a good mix. I find those two things go hand in hand.
Correct.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Is deviled eggs an Easter thing that you're supposed to eat? I just heard it this weekend like twice.
I think so.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. I've reached this age without knowing that had anything to do with Easter.
That feels like one of those weird philosophical questions. Like on the one hand, it's an egg. You think of eggs and Easter going together, but the devil and Easter, those sure don't go together. So deviled eggs, is it Easter food or not?
But you could argue the devil doesn't exist unless you believe also in everything that comes with Easter.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, you got people like me that are just walking around with zero beliefs. So there's that.
And people like me who have all the beliefs. I did Passover and Easter. I covered it all.
What treats you? Because here's the thing about Easter. Really the only thing I like and care about, because it's only once a year, but it's Cadbury mini eggs. And then they go away until next year. So what is there for Passover? Are there like treats that come with Passover only?
I got to say this of my people. We're not great at the candies. We got some nice traditions. A good Jewish wedding.
You got good bread. Great bread.
Oh, challah is terrific.
Great bread.
Yeah, the chicken soup and the matzo balls, all delicious. Dessert, rough, because we put a whole moratorium on like the leavened bread and the flour and all that.
That's a
so you're pretty much you're dealing with some real garbage for dessert. I would say go with your Christian friends on holiday weekend when you want some treats.
And there you go. That's today's episode of What to Do with Religious Holidays.
Your Cadbury egg reference is actually, forgive the pun here, an Easter egg for later in this episode that you don't even know about.
Look at us being all Hollywood and whatnots.
Wow.
Okay, well, let's just jump into it, right? Basketball. 4 games one day, 4 games the next day. Some were great, some were not. Really, if you had to put a gun in my head and say, do this one, it's Boston, Brooklyn. That, to me, is a buzzer beater win for Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. It has all the energy of a game that's way further into the playoffs than the game one of round one. But it is, you got middle fingers flying. You've got loud chants about Kyrie. It's kind of a bummer that this is a first round matchup. I'm going to say that. I kind of wish this was going to be further along, but unfortunately someone's going to win and someone's going to lose. And if you're me, Boston Celtics are winning the whole thing. So far so good, right?
Yeah, but I feel like you sort of buried the thing that most shows are leading with this week, which is those middle fingers.
Those double birds?
Yeah, and Kyrie's behavior overall, which sort of took a lot away from that amazing buzzer beater, KD's performance, the series in general. Everyone was talking Kyrie all day Monday.
But I don't know why.
Okay.
Also, by the way, I've been on an island all morning. I was busy doing something else, so I have not had to ingest, if you will, the talking heads ad nauseum. So I come into this fresh. This is just my take on it all. I guess because I use the middle finger, I don't know, 7 to 12 times a day. It just doesn't register with me. Like I'm like, yeah, middle fingers. What? It's like saying hello and goodbye. But is that really is it because he did it to fans? Are we still pretending fans are innocent angels? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's to fans.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't care. I'm with you, Beadle, and I think Ashley Nicole Moss had a good tweet on this. I'm gonna say she might speak for a few of us. Eli Manning flipped the double bird on ESPN and it became a meme. Kyrie does it and it's a think piece. Come on, man. LOL. But
no, you're right.
She's a bit right. Like, why are we taking this so seriously?
He also did it in such a cool way, like the disguise.
Incredible.
Like, did he do? And then the behind the shot of him from the back was, I watched it like 20 times. And it makes me laugh every time because he looks like a child trying to flip people off without anybody knowing about it. Look, he's a straight up heel. He is a professional, like not just a professional basketball player, he's a professional troll. He's going into one of the hotbeds of American sports cities. It is just a formula for greatness. I know some people, again, we're not talking like he didn't walk into a room full of fans who were peacefully reading books and flip them off. He's in a hostile environment. They're giving it back to him. I believe we're mostly all adults here. I'm past the point of caring. I gotta be honest. Now, telling people to suck things, that's, maybe people don't like that. It's all caught on camera. That's the world we live in. But to me, it's funny because he's like the only person that does this, like to their faces. And I kind of love it.
I find it really gratifying. And you also know that those fans that are talking shit to him would, if they ran into him on the street, they would be asking for autographs.
Yeah. Well, by the way, it made their day that they got flipped off by him.
Yeah, exactly.
It would have made put it this way. If I heckled a player on another team and then they gave me the bird, that's made my whole day.
Whew,
like I'm 100%. Yeah. Like made it. He hates me. That like I registered. I don't know. I didn't realize we were so worried about it. Now, they're going to fine him, right? Like I'm assuming he's going to get fined for this. Cause
I assume by the time people listen to this, he'll have, a $20,000 check he has to cut or something. It won't matter. Some amount of money that means nothing to him.
Fair.
But he should just prepay.
I
prepay for the series.
He should just give him $100,000 now, and then if there's any left at the end, you can have it.
Yeah, like when you're a big shot, you walk into a bar and you just like put the money down, just like I'm gonna get to this.
Right. just bear with us, but this will get spent.
Don't worry, someone here will drink this.
And it fits his villain era. To just be like,
and by the way, he said he's embrace the dark side. Like it's just I love it. Again, I hate that this is a round one. I hate that because I feel like this should have been the Eastern Conference Finals, and it would have been mostly because of Kyrie because he couldn't play half the year. So it's all about Kyrie, guys. It's all about. Kyrie.
So is that actually we just got through 4 or so years of giving a person too much credit for doing crazy things and then sucking up all the oxygen in the room.
Oh my God, I had to think about that
You know what I mean? Is it possible? Sometimes people would give him credit for being a genius in this way. Is it possible that Kyrie is a genius who his team got beat on a buzzer beater where none of them were playing defense and it shouldn't have been their game to lose? And we're all talking about his behavior and him telling someone to SMD instead of how come you guys can't defend?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Is that a thing? Is that in that commercial?
SMD?
I didn't feel comfortable saying the full.
Well, you shouldn't, but we still get to mock you.
Isn't that
SMD?
SMD, B is what he really
with the
says.
middle fingers.
No, you got to hide it behind your.
Sorry.
Super sneaky. No, and here's why. I like the idea, but I think you're giving him too much credit because I think Kyrie loves basketball. I don't think Kyrie is a number one team first guy. And what you're describing, I think, would be sort of something that a team first guy would come up with because they're like, let me take the spotlight away from my teammates and like da-da-da. And I just don't think that's how he necessarily operates. Now, is he good at basketball? My God, he's great at basketball. But team first. Not really. He probably should have been a tennis player. probably would have been better for him. But I'm happy he chose basketball. He's a joy to watch, whether you like him or not. That game had everything. It was really like, I mean, I guess Jazz, like none of the other games, the Bucks sort of let the Bulls back in, and I was like, it's not a good sign. You don't want to be doing that. But the rest of the games were kind of meh. Like, I guess they happened, Jazz probably should beat them without Luka Doncic. Like that Mavs team that's going to be rough. Like he's literally every play goes through him. So I just don't think he's coming back anytime soon. It doesn't sound like it. I don't know. Maybe I don't know anything, but the rest of them, like Pelicans sort of tried to make a game of it at the end, but it was already too far. Yeah. I don't know. The biggest disappointment for me was Memphis, I guess. Like, what the hell, guys? What the hell? Like, are the Timberwolves still riding high from that championship win the other night? Or are the Grizzlies just deer in headlights? Oh my God, what's happening?
I think they're young teams. So keep in mind, this is for some of these guys, it's their first of early in their career, like playoff appearances. True. So I expect that they're starting slow and we're just going to ramp up to something that's really fun. At least that's what I hope for as a fan.
Well, like ramp up this season, like in this playoff?
I'm saying this series.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would expect.
You agree, Gabe? Wait, did you even watch any of this?
No, but that's relevant. I'm glad you asked me that question. I'm not insulted by that. I didn't watch as much as either of you did, and I think that helps me have the right perspective here, which is half these teams. No, the right one. They're irrelevant. They have been. They will be. They might win or lose a couple games in the first. It doesn't matter. Like, we have known for a long, long time who the actually good teams are. Beadle, you've been pretty good at spotting them. And, like, what happens with the Jazz and the Nuggets and the Grizzlies and the Pelicans? Like, who cares? They're not. None of them are winning a championship. Wow. They're not.
Not this year. Not this year. But are you saying never?
It's just
because I feel like that's a big
no,
say.
Not never this year, but it's like every year we do this in the NFL too. It's like, oh man, the Titans. Like, no, not the Titans. What are you talking about? I don't care if they happen to luck into the 1 seed. They're not the best team. They're not even the third best team. They're not going to win. Save time.
That's why you have series instead of one-offs. Like if it was best of one, then it's a whole different ballgame. That's why March Madness dominates. But yeah, you're right. NBA playoffs are set up for the better team should win each series. It is very rare. Like I remember the Spurs were knocked off as a 1 seed by Memphis, weirdly enough, as the 8 once, and that was awful. But yeah, you got 7 games to do it. If you're a better team, then there should be no problem there. But I also think some of these teams that you're mentioning are also missing like really big pieces. Like the Mavs are screwed. Period. I mean, if they win one.
With Luka, they're a completely different team, and I wouldn't write them off.
Did you just have a stroke?
Me?
Did you just stop talking, or what happened there?
Maybe it was the internet, guys. I'm doing just fine.
Yeah, because we've looked at you and we're like, is he all right? Because I don't.
Jerome.
Okay, you're fine.
When
now.
Jerome lightens up my video.
I'm hoping tonight. I'm hoping Tuesday.
Time out, joke.
He's got to do a lot.
Time out. Jokes
That's
aside,
so
there's
weird.
something. There must be something
I'm just
wrong
happy
with the internet. No. Hold on. Stop. What was that? That's how we come back from a technical difficulty. All right.
All right, we are back. Okay. Yes, there was a bit of a glitch on Gabe's side. It was totally Gabe's fault. But we're gonna take a quick break. Wait, we don't have anything else to say about the playoffs, right? Other than gonna keep watching.
The good teams are going to win. The crappy teams aren't worth our time. We're only on twice a week. Would we have to kill ourselves talking about the friggin' Pelicans?
You know what? How dare you? That's a great point. And on that note, we're taking a quick break. Thanks, Gabe. As a small business owner, you're juggling 100 balls in the air and don't have time to interview candidates who just aren't qualified for your role. LinkedIn Jobs makes it easier for you to find the people you want to interview faster and for free. Create a free job post in minutes on LinkedIn Jobs to reach your network and beyond to the world's largest professional network of over 770 million people. Then add your job and the purple hashtag hiring frame to your LinkedIn profile to spread the word that you're hiring so your network can help you find the right people to hire. Simple tools like screening questions make it easy to focus on candidates with just the right skills and experience so you can quickly prioritize who you'd like to interview and hire. It's why small businesses rate LinkedIn Jobs #1 in delivering quality hires versus leading competitors. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the candidates you want to talk to faster. Did you know every week nearly 40 million job seekers visit LinkedIn? Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Beadle. That's linkedin.com/Beadle to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. And we are back, glitch-free, we hope, because it was terrifying when it happened. What else did I miss, guys?
Oh, boy. Well, I don't know if you missed all of this. This first story, though, you surely missed. Macklemore.
He of Grammy-winning fame and nobody liked him? That guy?
Yep.
Oh, wow,
But
okay.
one city in America loves them some Macklemore.
Oh, that's fair.
Yep, and the only city that might love somebody, that doesn't make any sense. One city loves Macklemore, and
Sorry,
this
I need
guy
to interrupt
even
you.
more.
Are you saying Macklemore?
Macklemore.
Macklemore?
I think it's Macklemore.
I thought you were going to interrupt me to say that I was still glitchy because I couldn't say a sentence. But
Macklemore. I mean, it's spelled Macklemore.
Macklemore. Not
By the way, this is
Macklemore.
disrespectful because, bro, he won a Grammy and we don't even know how to say his name.
It's
son.
Macklemore, not Macklemore.
Macklemore.
Olmore, not
Macklemore.
like
That's
mackerel, like a mackerel, like the fish.
Mackerelmore?
Yeah.
That's even better.
Macklemore.
Macrame?
McEnroe? Got it.
All right, so
Mac Attack. Let's just call him Mac Attack because that's what we call him as fans. Okay.
the Mac Attack and Beast Mode, Marshawn Lynch,
Perfect.
are now both owners, investors, spokespeople for the Seattle Kraken. The new hockey team up in Seattle. I guess I just wanted to know, Beadle, if you thought that was a good, bad, or indifferent kind of feeling that story gave you.
Look, I am just happy to hear Macklemore is still alive and kicking.
Seems
I'm
great.
always, yeah, he seems like a lovely human. Had that song with the code in it, whatever that was. Marshawn Lynch, I'm always happy to hear about. I just love Marshawn Lynch life after football because he just is everywhere and all the time and doing things. So yeah, and also I think Kraken is one of the best sports names in all of the world. The world. And that's not hyperbolic. That's real.
I agree. It's elite.
The Kraken.
Paige, you famously went to Cal.
Yeah. Famously.
Were you? Did you attend any classes with Marshawn?
I did, yeah. I only have good things to say about him. He was a blast.
Did you guys ever hang out socially?
Sure. Yeah.
No, that's not enough. Keep going.
Scandalia.
No, not like
Were
a
you guys?
No, you stop.
Did you guys go on a date or anything?
No. What I was going to say is that of the football players on campus, like the really, like the big name guys, a lot of them wouldn't go out, which I understand. You're there to learn, obviously, as a student athlete, but you're
Not
there
Marshawn.
to advance to the next level of your sport. So I get that they didn't party necessarily. Not Marshawn Lynch, baby. He was out in the middle of that dance floor, breaking it down, having a blast. He's the people's champion. He's the best.
Because he knows. He knew he had the
good things
goods.
to say about him.
He's living his best life at all times. You have to respect that. Because when you're good enough, you can do it all. You don't have to limit yourself.
He is who he is.
Famous. He's famous for driving golf carts on. I cannot talk today. This is very hard for me.
Yeah,
It's
we
all
know.
the Easter Bunny candy. He was driving the Zamboni around on the ice just like he used to drive the golf carts on the field. It was great. So I think they're going to have a good time with him.
Oh, I think it's going to be fun as hell. And I think the name is half the battle. Looking at you, Commanders. And so I think they're going to be all right. Well, I'm going to be all right. Okay. And I did miss that. So yes, that's 1-0 or 0-1 for me.
1 for 1.
I now have to, unfortunately, walk back my comments because Jerome has texted actually the group, which thank you, Jerome, for really blowing this up here. I guess it is Macklemore. So sorry, Gabe. I mean, sorry to everyone.
Macklemore.
But sorry, Gabe.
Wow.
I actually already forgot how I said it. Which way did I say it?
We're all having
right
a
way.
stroke today.
Macklemore.
Yeah.
You said
I'm wrong.
Macklemore. Oh my God.
What I'm saying is,
I hate this man right now.
all right, let's go to a different music artist so I can take attention away from the fact that I was so wrong. Master P, everyone's favorite rapper from New Orleans, tells TMZ that he won
That's a blast.
from the past.
Sorry. Yes. Well, he's not exactly on front row right now.
Well,
Okay, go ahead.
he wants to be, and let me tell you how. He tells TMZ that he wants to be in the mix for the Lakers head coaching job. He says that he will guarantee a championship and will even bring Shaq on board as an assistant coach. My question to you, Beadle, is who says no to this? It's genius.
What? I mean, no one says no to it if it's real. But does Shaq know that he's been offered as an assistant coach? By the way, didn't the Lakers just didn't Shaq just say the Lakers head coaching job's like the worst job ever?
Yeah.
Like, so maybe but he didn't say assistant coach is
That's
the worst
right.
job ever.
I
So
think that's where
maybe. I
Master
could see
P
there being
saw an
truth in this.
opening and went,
He's like, I have an idea.
I got it.
Look, at the end of the day, while LeBron's there, doesn't matter who the coach is. You're going to get fired regardless. So, yeah, I say put Master P in there. Na. Yeah. I remember that finally.
My question here is more just about the onions on Master Pete. Like, isn't this sort of like me saying to ESPN, hey, I got an idea for a TV show. I'm going to host it. And as my sidekick, I'm going to have Michelle Beadle. Like, obviously,
no, it's more like George Clooney. You're going to have George Clooney as your sidekick.
Like, Shaq doesn't need Master P to get him an assistant job at the Lakers.
It's kind of awesome. It's kind of, yeah, right? It's like you're reading that story and you're like, Master P, da, da, da. What? He's going to bring who along? No, it doesn't make any sense. But I also, hey, it got him on TMZ. Isn't that half the battle? What if they hired him? God, I hope they hired him.
I mean, at this point,
let's put it.
Why not?
Who cares? Yeah, who doesn't matter? Might as well hire me. Shoot.
Ooh. Is there like an application process?
Go like the.
I mean, maybe like LinkedIn. If we go on LinkedIn, can we find the Lakers head coaching position? I'd like to apply. Or Indeed. There's so many sponsors of all of these things we listen to. That's all job related. I'm in. I'm super in. Good luck. If Master P becomes the coach of the Lakers, I will root for the Lakers for the rest of my life. Fact.
Clip that.
We all have a reason to root for it now. Okay, this one. Is this why I had to go first? The third one would be me, Paige.
Yes.
Asshole. Yep. All right, here goes. Turner Sports has announced another iteration of The Match. This time with Tom Brady.
Yeah, baby.
And Aaron Rodgers facing off against Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
Who you got, guys?
Team Young. I'm Team Young all day, every day. Right?
Yeah, young people.
Is it called Team Old, Team Young? Yeah.
Fresh backs.
Also, who's rooting for the first team? Nobody.
Oh, a lot of people.
No, they played each other last time, right? Like they were teamed with Mickelson and DeChambeau.
Oh, no. That was was that Aaron?
That was the match.
I thought that was
Aaron
Peyton
Rodgers
and Tom.
with.
Yeah, no, Peyton. It wasn't Aaron.
Dude, I saw Aaron Rodgers in something.
Maybe this is like the third one, maybe?
Oh, it's maybe it's the third one. Because he was with because DeChambeau is like the math nerd, right? He does like weird formulas and stuff in his head. Now
he's the one that's crazy jacked and just hits the ball so hard.
I'm telling you.
So far.
Is Jerome listening? Jerome, keep looking stuff up. You're now our fact checker.
Yeah, this is
fact
falling apart.
Dude, you guys are so stupid.
What? Who? We?
Bryson DeChambeau and Aaron Rodgers won the match, and so did we.
Okay, but that was the second one, right? The first one was Tom and Peyton.
I don't know.
And
I didn't know there was a first one.
Tiger. Was it Tiger?
No, that was just Phil versus Tiger, period.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Yo, this is the second match. God, you guys are the worst.
Did we miss this too? I think we missed. This is supposed to be when we tell Beadle about something she missed.
That's right.
And we know nothing about this thing.
Crushed you nerds. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah. Oh my
Here's
God.
what I know.
Jerome.
Here's what I know. Mm-hmm. They basically decided, let's take the two most likable, most relatable, most enjoyable, youngest, coolest, funnest guys in the NFL, and let's have them go up against two guys who are doing everything in their power to become the opposite of that.
Yeah,
and let's just see who's going to root
exactly
for
right. I kind of love it because it's a very clear cut who you're rooting for. Like, very clear cut. And I also think, and I don't know if they're listening, but if anybody who's in charge of this bad boy, you should have Patrick Mahomes' brother like lay down one of the tee boxes and they should hit off of his mouth.
I thought you were going to say he should be like the social media correspondent.
No. My idea, because he's all about TikTok, right? What's more TikTok-y than some stupid little prank where I hit golf balls off your face?
Genius.
You're welcome, Patrick Mahomes' brother.
That's a good bit.
Oh, what's his name?
Jackson.
It doesn't matter. Actually, don't ever say his name again. It doesn't matter what his name is.
Can I try to get us back on track here? I want to admit something to the audience, okay? We normally record this show a little earlier in the day. And we've got a very finely tuned system. Okay, we come in here. Hold on. We come in here prepared. We do research. We double check our facts. Our mics work. All that shit is going right.
Our Wi-Fi is strong.
Every part of it is going great. Today we're a little off. And do you know why that is, audience? It's because your host here spent 7 hours at some sort of terrorist operation gun show. We don't know where the fuck she's been. She's been shooting machine guns for 7 hours.
Pew, pew.
All she told us was she's covered in dirt and she'll be there soon.
I am.
So Beadle,
you can't even see my pants. But I'm covered
why
in dirt.
are we messing around getting facts wrong about Bryson DeChambeau?
Okay.
Who gives a shit? Tell us about the machine guns.
So every once in a, like, sometimes it's Mondays, sometimes it's Sundays, but I take, I'm being instructed, if you will, by a former Marine, former cop. He's like now he goes and gets the bad guys. Because I have always, I own a handgun, but I never knew how to use it. And so I was always very nervous about it. And like, you know, one day I may have to use it, yada, yada. So I find this guy and now we go, and each class is like 7 hours long. It's just us out at a gun club in the middle of nowhere. It's just dust and nothing. Now, and people think, oh, you're just going to shoot at targets. No, first of all, who's going to shoot at targets for 7 hours? I would run myself over with my car. No, today, for example, we had to... We had to. No, I'm going to say it out loud. It makes me sound crazy. So I already popped a hammy today. I heard it pop. We had to pick up a 40-something pound like mannequin, run like, I don't know, however many yards to the thing, run back, put the mannequin down because it's supposed to be a good guy. And then you shoot from behind barricades, 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Then you go to another set of different barricades. We have to like lay down, shoot. Then you have to go back around, shoot at a different mannequin because you have to pop him in the chest twice, one in the head. Then you have to shoot a guy that's got we got to shoot a guy that's got a hostage. So you don't want to shoot the hostage, obvi. Then you got to drag a tire all the way back to the main part and then perform life-saving techniques on like another person, basically. So you have to learn how to use a tourniquet and you have to learn how to search for gunshot wounds and da-da. It was awesome. It was so awesome. I hurt myself, but like totes worth it. I did not give up. I'm proud of myself in that regard. But yeah, I'm covered in dirt. I have not had time to like wash any of it off yet. I did put some mascara on for you guys. You're welcome. But yeah, freaking awesome. I probably am going to have a career change and probably be a hired mercenary at some point. And that's fine. It's fine. Because it turns out, by the way, I'm really good at it. Like I can hit those targets like a mofo and you don't get out of breath. Because the whole point is to stress yourself out so that you can, it's the closest thing because it's not like we can actually be shot at so that our, you know, so yeah, you got to stress your body out and then see if you can still focus, aim, move on, follow instructions. I'm telling you, dude, it's awesome. It's
all
like
right.
G.I.
Well,
Joe camp.
rate, review, subscribe. We'll see you next Thursday.
Pew pew.
Can we ask a few follow-up questions, please?
Sure. All
right. First of all,
this just started out as me wanting to defend
you're
my
not
house.
confessing to any crimes here, are you? This is all
No.
legal.
No, they weren't real hostage takers. They were.
You live in
like
Texas, so there's a lot of leeway.
That's actually a great
point.
Bad guys. Yeah. No laws were broken. No.
And you said so you're running around with a loaded handgun, or you have other kind of weaponry.
Well, yeah, but it's holstered, and then you've got a couple extra mags because you have to like switch mags fast too.
So I'm basically picturing the opening sequence of like Point Break, or I think Silence of the Lambs has a pretty like good like FBI training,
like FBI training.
All right. And so, are you running
basically,
with?
Yes, you're crawling around on the ground, like it's awesome.
All right, and so then you hit all these targets, and this is all to.
No, it's holstered because.
Yeah, but it's to prepare you for what?
In case somebody breaks into my house.
Where?
Well, originally it was so that I would be comfortable with the gun. And then, you know, if somebody breaks into my house, I will have to defend it and my loved ones, obviously.
Seems like we're a long way from gun comfort.
But now, well, because again, you said I was in Texas. You can technically carry a gun. But it's, you know, if you were to carry it or if you wanted to carry it. I like this guy because he's teaching us like, anybody can go shoot at a target. You learn nothing. Like, cool. You shot at a target. But if one day it came down to it, or you had to use it for some reason or another, then at least you have some sort of outdoor, you know, adrenaline kind of, because it's real life isn't going to be like, okay, can you stand right there? And then I'm going to take my time and aim. And so he's kind of teaching you to like think fast, be fast, and still be a good shot. I don't know why I love it so much. I love it. I mean, there's nothing else I do in life for 7 straight hours each time that I'm like, yeah, that was fun. Nothing. But this, I'm like, God, we're already done? Whoa, it sucks. Yeah, it's so great. And I think this guy, like, I think he's discovered children that he didn't know he had, because it turns out we love it.
So,
pew, pew.
Now, you said there's a...
Trust me, the liberal in me, the first day was like, I don't know about this.
But then the Texan in you took over.
Then she was like, what else you want me to kill? So it's a very fine line.
This feels
between
if you start talking about bunkers at some point on the show, we will be having an intervention.
No.
Okay.
Here's how you know is when I start going 10-4. Like when I start responding to things like T4 or things like that, that's you're going to know something's I've taken a turn.
Okay. All right.
We have gone down a different... 10-4. 10-4. Roger. Just start coding
Copy
everything. Fine. That's why we're shooting late today. And it's going to happen again. And I'm just going to warn you now. So...
All right,
there you go.
I mean, I think that's the reason why our facts have been so sloppy
haters.
and our prep is so poor. And now we know at least, we could screw up a podcast, but you'll save us from like a zombie invasion or whatever.
100%. Yeah, you're welcome. So stick to me, kids. Stick to me. I got you. All right, fair enough. That's why we're late. And so I don't know. Did I miss anything else? Because clearly I've missed some things because I was off the grid.
Well, thanks for that segue, because I didn't know how to get from where we were to this, which is not really a sports story, but it's something that we felt deserved some attention and discussion on this show.
Oh,
which was a tweet from Kyle Long.
Love.
Yep, we love Kyle. And it says the following: my buddy pours cereal milk back in the carton post cereal consumption. What say you, Twitter?
No, ma'am. Well, hold on. No, hold on. Does he live alone? Is anyone else drinking
this
from that
This is the only
carton?
context that I have. I think we all know the answer is...
If no one else is going to drink from the carton, I have no problem with it.
I think we all know the answer is jail.
I know, not if no one else. Like, what harm is it if nobody else is ever going to... Now, if somebody else is going to drink from that milk, then it's really beyond disgusting. But also, why would you want the old milk? Because now it's already flavored from said cereal. And what if you want a different cereal next time and now it tastes like something else? It's a little weird. It's frugal. I mean, it's definitely economic.
How much is milk? Does anyone know?
That's what you ask rich people to see how out of touch they are. Good job, Paige. Good job. That's the classic question.
That's one of my favorite lines from Arrested Development. Do you know that?
I don't.
She's like,
$21.
It's one banana, Michael. What could it cost? $12. It's the best.
Yeah, I don't know. But I think it's disgusting. But also fine if you live alone. Think of all the things you used to do when you lived alone. Like all of the things.
I won't reveal those.
Exactly. That's my point.
See, I think it.
Okay.
You can leave the toilet unflushed for weeks if you want to.
I think it says a lot more about...
That's a sanitary issue.
Yeah,
much like this.
It's kind of an age thing. I think it says a lot more about how you view milk. Like if milk is solely as a complement to cereal, and you're sure that that's the only way you're ever going to use it,
interesting.
It doesn't really matter anymore. It's like, of course, it's just one ecosystem. Like it's Fruit Loops flavored milk and then more Fruit Loops flavored milk. If your milk could also like be a child's breakfast or go in some coffee or be part of some recipe, that's disgusting, obviously. So Kyle is, I think, describing
that's
a friend
raunchy.
who only eats cereal, probably the same cereal over and over again, in which case this is okay.
I think I'm going to say what everybody's thinking. Kyle's talking about himself, right?
Yeah.
He just wanted to get the vibe, see if it was wrong. And that's cool. I get it. Also, didn't mention if it was regular milk, almond milk, soy milk, none of those things. It sounds like it's probably real.
Yeah. The purveyor of this idea
Maybe
is...
Kyle wants to come on the show and give us more context.
I love it. I love it so much. I might start doing it, to be quite honest with you. I'm the only one that drinks a certain kind of milk here, so I'm in it, and I eat cereal. Okay. I got to take a break. Having flashbacks. But I know that we have calls or texts or something good, like interaction with other humans is coming up next. We'll take a break. If you're like me, then you love watching your favorite shows and sports, although you may not feel the same way about the price you pay for TV. Fortunately, our friends at Sling let you watch the TV you love for a price you'll love. Get your favorite live sports, news, entertainment, all for just $35 a month. Forget about endless contracts and high prices. Sling offers incredible value when it comes to finding your favorite channels and shows. They have the best live TV all in one place. Live sports? Sling has ESPN, TNT, TBS, just to name a few. Reality shows? You can watch TLC, Bravo, MTV, and more. National news? How's MSNBC, CNN, and Fox News sound? Thousands of movies and shows on demand. You guessed it, Sling's got that too. It's easy to set up, easy to use. You can stream on any device and record up to 50 hours with included DVR space. Check out sling.com for special offers. Sling, the live TV you love for a price you'll love. Try us today. Welcome back. It has been I'm sorry. Did you want to cough some more before I?
Yeah, Paige, give some space. I haven't heard your radiator in a little while.
Bodily functions that we want to get out.
Wait for your radiator to kick in.
Anybody want to pass gas before I get ready? Okay, let's go. Welcome back. This has been a event-filled and glitch wonderful episode. If we get canceled after this one, I 100% get it, like 1000%. But the good news is, before we get canceled, remember we got that phone number, and it sounds like some of y'all are actually using it to send us things. Paige,
yes, you are, and we love that. So please keep texting and calling in. But yeah, we have a few texts, and I want to share them with you. But I do agree that this episode is a little drunk. So, all right,
hammered.
First up, this is a callback from our earlier conversation.
Oh. Okay.
That was great, actually. I'm so sorry.
He's reporting from Beirut. It's fine. It's totally fine.
5 minutes later. Okay. Here is a text that we got from, it looks like someone in Long Island, or New York, 516.
Long Island. Okay.
This person says, Michelle, do you still eat the Cadbury eggs? It's almost Easter and they're out and everywhere. So I guess this was last week. And this person says, and if so, have you still not tried the dark chocolate? I totally DM'd you on Instagram years ago when you posted a story on them and you said you didn't like dark chocolate. That makes me sad. I know this will never make it to the pod. Joke's on you. It did make it to the pod. And now we need to know.
It did make it to the pod. No, I still hate dark chocolate. It's that, and by the way, that's not a euphemism for anything. So don't try to at me or come at me with any bullshit later on. I hate effing dark chocolate. I understand it's the healthy version. I know it's good with red wine, or so they say. But if it ain't milk chocolate, I don't want it. Get that shit out of my face. But
this text had a little bit of like a Stan vibe to it. Like, I feel like Stan by Eminem.
Stalker fan.
But yeah, no, that's a pretty.
We already covered this in a DM years ago. We're still debating the Cadbury dark chocolate.
Well, in his defense, I could have maybe, because they say, like, as you get older, your tastes sometimes change, and maybe I start to embrace the dark chocolate a little more. But I have literally tried probably a dozen more times since then. I just can't get behind it. It's just too bitter. And I'm already bitter enough.
Okay, this one is really sweet. A little bit more of a serious vibe, but I thought it was nice and I wanted you to hear it. This person says, Hi, Beadle, Gabe, and Paige. This past week, I've been with my grandpa who's in hospice, and listening to your pods has helped me keep my head above water. Keep it up. Thank you.
Aww.
So shout out to this person.
That is nice. Yeah, shout out. Hopefully you're doing okay. Sending all good thoughts to you and your family. That's very nice. Thank you. Nice. I don't even know what to say. I have nothing snarky for that.
I'm sorry. Hope things go well.
I think it goes without saying, though, that they probably both hate when Gabe talks, so we can just go ahead and put that in there.
I'm in a bad spot here. I don't know.
Probably didn't write that, but he
my whole job is just to be an asshole back to people, and this person writes this nice, sincere. I'm like sweating and thinking I don't have anything I could possibly say back to that. I'm sorry.
I was too. All of a sudden, I was like,
"Caller, we don't know how to deal with genuine comments, and we don't
understand
on that.
Nice."
Okay.
Yeah. Can you write back and call us fat and ugly or something like that, and then we can get back to our equilibrium on track? Like, yes, thank you.
Hose. Okay. And this is our last one. Hey, Beadle, Paige, Gabe, Q, and crew. JM from Columbus, Ohio. Big fan and dedicated listener. Thanks, Jay.
Wow.
Love the games / episodes where you cast TV shows and characters and various sports figures. They're always so spot on. Was wondering, since F1 has become such a worldwide obsession, have you thought about casting teams as colleges and universities? He gives a few examples, which I really love. And actually, I'm not going to say, Jay, because I think we should do this, and we will. And we're going to take a few of your suggestions. But he says, answer the question. He says, thanks for the content. Also, question for the group. Summer is right around the corner. What is everyone's go-to poolside drink, cocktail, or beer? Yay, alcohol. Great sign off, Jay.
Yay, alcohol.
Thank you. This is a much more our speed than
okay, you guys go first.
That's right.
I feel much more equipped to respond.
Yeah. Gabe, you go first.
Well, I think as you guys both know, and the audience may or may not, I big Jimmy Buffett guy, so I like a Margaritaville. Yeah, Margaritaville beer by the pool would be nice. I was a Bud Light man for the first 30 some odd years of my life, and I've since retired Bud Light, sadly. A good margarita or something stronger.
Wow.
Always welcome. Stronger than a margarita.
Stronger. Yeah. Paige? Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
I mean, honestly, I was also going to say margarita, but now that you said that, I will go with, when we were in Miami for my birthday, we got a bottle of champagne by the pool, and I felt fancy. And I think that's the energy I want to bring into 2022 summer.
Do you have several caftans from which you can choose as you walk around the pool? Of course. With your pinky in the air? Okay, fair enough. I'm going to be so disappointed because I don't really drink a lot when I'm hot. I'm like, I wish I did. I love people that go to baseball games and love drinking, but once I'm sweating, game over for mama. Just hand me waters. That being said, if it's not 4,000 degrees, I do like a ranch water occasionally. Bit of a margarita twist, but a little easier to drink. Not so much of the gunk on your tongue when you're said and done. If that's the
Can I offer a pro tip to this person?
Sugar
something I've learned in my older age.
Yeah.
Here's a couple ideas. Here it comes. If you plan on drinking a lot and it's very hot out, like Beadle's describing, two things you can do. One, they sell at like health food stores this stuff for muscle cramps. You're supposed to use it when you run, but take a little dropper, put that in the first drink. Like let's say it's a vodka soda, put that in there. That's going to fix some of your problems the next day. That's a great hangover preventer. Also, same idea, and it comes with some nice flavor.
Oh, my God.
Pedialyte in the drink. Just put it right in there.
Smart.
Okay?
Smart. Elite.
Yeah.
Or, hear me out,
Nah.
maybe don't drink. If you got to do all of these steps to have a certain beverage, what's the point? You've just changed the entire flavor of the drink so that you could maybe not feel bad later.
You've made Pedialyte flavored vodka, and that's delicious. And they asked for our advice, and that's my advice. So do that.
I mean, it's good advice. I will, because my advice is kind of lame. Like, just drink water. Don't listen to me. I'm a curmudgeon. Wow, but that was like a good. You know what? If I change my cocktails this summer, I will tell everyone right here on this here podcast. Guys, we did it. It took us 4.5 hours to get hopefully 30 minutes of content, but we did it.
When are you back on the gun range?
Good job, Gabe. If not next Sunday, then I won't do 2 Mondays in a row because it kind of screws us up, but I'll try. We were doing every week, but now I'm going to go like every other week probably.
How much more do you have to learn? Does it ever end?
I mean, you can learn forever. Wow. No, never. You can always learn. That's such a closed-minded question, Paige. Is there a certain level to what you can learn in life?
Well, fair. I don't know anything about.
There's no ceiling on learning.
About guns, so I'm just trying to live vicariously through you.
No, but like, there's always more stuff. Like
more techniques.
I don't know. Learn how to go through water. Yeah, I'm not learning like different guns. I'm just learning the same gun over and over again. Yeah, I'm not a gun person like at all. Just want to know how to use the
Beadle,
one.
did I ever tell you the time I tried to shoot handguns in Texas? Yeah.
In Texas?
Quick story. So I was in
what
Austin
happened?
with a buddy, and I was like, let's go shoot some handguns. So we went to a gun store, and we're like, hey, can we shoot some handguns in the gun range? He's like, yeah, here you go. And he just handed us a Glock. And we were like, no, like with like a lesson or something. Yep. He's like, nah, boys,
like
this one's fine. Like
19?
Ammo's here. Just cock this thing back. Just get in there. You'll be fine. You got about 30 minutes. And I was like, I look at my buddy. I was like, dude, I don't know about this. He's like, no way, man. I'm going to blow your head off. I don't want to do that. So we tiptoed out of there. We were very embarrassed that we didn't have the, you know what's to go in.
No, you did the right thing. By the way, that's why I don't go to gun places. Like, I don't want to be around other people when I'm learning or when I'm doing things. And I don't want to be around them because I don't know you. I don't know what kind of mood you woke up. I know nothing about you. I would rather pay extra and drive further out if I know that we are by ourselves. And that's it. Like, I would never do what that Gabe. And by the way, I also wouldn't shoot a gun if I didn't have any idea what I was doing with it. Like, that to me is the problem. You should respect it.
But so here's the problem.
It should be learned.
We left because we used your logic,
and
we went to a more comfortable place, which was a bar to watch football games and get drunk. And when we got to the bar, they said IDs, boys. And we looked down and realized the IDs were at the gun shop. We had to go back to the gun shop, and we walked up, and the guy looked at us and goes, he said both our names. He goes, "From New York, right?" We're like, "Yes, sir."
No.
And he handed us back that, and that was the last time I ever thought about holding a gun.
You know what? That's a traumatizing moment for you. I get it. And you were wise to not do it. I will give you kudos. High fives to the computer. Woo. Guys, we did it. It's a whole episode, kind of. Who knows what's going to actually hit the air. Voicemails and texts, as you see, we do read them and we do get to them. And sometimes they're really nice. 631-397-0403. We did it. We'll see you soon.
Thursday.